How to set up your Stonfo Fly Lab vise. To begin with, the main components. So we have a cam lever, we have the jaw adjustment, we have a locking knob for the rotation, and we have the jaws of the vise. To start with, we're going to open up the jaws of the vise completely. To do that, we're going to take and we're going to rotate the adjustment knob towards us. And you're going to continue to rotate just until you start to feel it start to bind up. The cam is attached to this vise and to the jaws of the vise through a screwed connection. So we're going to go in and just make sure that the screw is fully engaged in the jaw. In order to do that, maintaining the cam lever at 90 degrees, we're going to take and we're going to rotate it underneath and over top, just until we start to feel a bit of pressure. We're then going to go and we're going to back off one full turn until the cam lever is hanging down at 90 degrees. The following diagrams will show you where in the jaws that you should be placing your hook. You should now be able to take your hook and you should be able to easily move it in and out of the vise jaws. So we're going to place the hook in the appropriate location on the jaws, and we're now going to tighten up the jaws on the hook. We do that by going to our adjustment knob and we're going to rotate it away from us, which tightens up the knob, or which tightens up the jaws. While you're doing this, you need to make sure that you keep your cam adjustment knob at 90 degrees. And we're going to go just until it's finger tight. Once we hit that, we're going to lift up our cam adjustment knob and we're going to give it an additional 1/8 to 1/4 of a turn. You can now close the cam. So we bring the cam down. While we're doing this, it's a good idea to hold the tip of the vise. And while you pinch down, you should feel it snap into place. It's important to note that you should not be over torquing on this. It takes a bit of pressure, but not an extensive amount of pressure. If you tighten it up too tight, you'll end up doing damage to your hook and you'll end up damaging the jaws. So now that it's in the vise and the cam is locked, we just need to check to make sure that it is secure. In this case, it's secure. If you needed to, if it was loose, if you need to make further adjustments, simply lift up the cam, give it a slight bit more rotation to tighten it up, and go back and relock the cam and check it again. Now once you're done your fly, to remove the hook, you simply just lift up the cam. In order to put back a hook of the same size, you literally, all you have to do is put the hook in place, close the cam, a quick check, and you're good to go.